All right. We're going to get started. Once again, thank you for being here. Just want to say this has been incredible, an incredible first day. And I just see so many warm faces. And coming from Indiana up here, I can honestly say that Bob and Doug McKenzie did not represent you guys.
No way.
No way. Take off, eh?
You hoser.
Yeah. And Rob and I went across the lake.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, eh?
Yeah. And we went across the lake and proved that Chicago was right there. There was no mirage. And the mirage was nothing but lensing. Right?
Correct.
Okay. Let me go back to me. All right, I'm back. No, what happened was with me is Rob and I were working on Seed. And I'm not going to make you run up the steps. You're already up here. We were working on Seed together. I'd sent him an audition tape, and I did radio for years and did all kinds of stuff and kooky stuff and, like I said earlier, class clown stuff. But Rob and I clicked right away. And Seed came second nature for us. It was just like, boom, we just started working on it. And this friendship developed. I'd already seen a lot of his work. So I already respected him as a man and a man of God. And somebody who I knew had a very humble heart that just wanted answers in whatever it was that he touched. And that was inspiring to me and attractive to me as a person going, I'm looking for answers for whatever reason. Every time I turned around, here's this guy popping up that was really easy to listen to and can break things down in a way that not too many people can without coming off as having this big head. And it wasn't long after we started working on Seed, or we kind of finished some project on Seed, that it was one day we were just talking, and he asked me, he said, have you seen any of this flat earth stuff on Facebook or social media or anything? I'm like, yeah. I've told this story before, so for those of you that heard it, sorry, I'm going to repeat it. But I said, yeah. I have seen that. And I didn't laugh, but I went, yeah. And I go, why? Is there something to it or something? And Rob went, well, and it was that pause and the way he said it, just like that. I could see it. I could just hear it, but I could see it. Well, and I went, well, tell me, what are you talking about? And he basically had told me about hearing Mark Sargent's Flat Earth Clues. And basically it was like the next day, wasn't that like tax day or something? Or the day before tax day? Yeah. So I had a long road trip the next day. And I ended up listening to Mark's Flat Earth Clues because of Rob. And it wasn't long after that when Rob and I started kind of saying, well, what if we did this? What if we did this? And I told Rob, I'm like, I could see Chicago across Lake Michigan as a kid. I could see it. Depends on the weather, but you could see it. Rob was like, no way. I'm like, you got to come up here. And we started talking about how could we do this? And the more we talked about it, I'm like, we could do a boat, man. Just charter a boat and go. And you're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, put a camera on it. Let's do it. And Rob was like, we could do this. So Rob went out and got the P900. I think he went out after that. And he was taking pictures of the sun, but it took us a long time to finally get this done. But I can thank him at the same time. I want to kick him because my life did change, but in the best way possible. Because, like I said earlier, the truth will set you free. But since that happened, we went from working on a science fiction project. I've been able to go across the lake with him and test and prove that it's not a mirage.
And balloon chasing.
And we went balloon chasing. And the balloon chasing thing, that spawned Mike Cavanaugh and a couple other guys reaching out, which Jaron and Bob and Iru, and there's so many people that now are involved with FEIC. But Cavanaugh and the original guys, Sandor and Steve and Zach, just the whole group, and Karen. What I can tell you is, without Rob inspiring a lot of people, I don't think a lot of us would be here. Not taking anything away from anybody else, but from my standpoint with Rob, there's a special bond there, and it's an honor to be up on the stage with everybody that's on this panel. It's an honor to be here with all of you because, like I said earlier, I truly believe that it's an awakening process that none of us saw coming. And once again, I just want to say thank you, Rob. At the same time, I want to headlock you, but thank you so much for your work. And I'm not speaking for everybody, but I know a lot of people here would have the same sentiment. Your work has really inspired all of us. So, and I don't just say that lightly. I mean that. So. Give it up for Mr. Rob Skiba. There you go.
Thank you.
That's the man.